I'm Bridget A. from Drunk Dog Creative, and today I've got a very special unboxing for you. What's arrived right now is the first pre-order of items from the upcoming Stampin' Up! May to August 2026 catalog. And in it are the 5 brand new in colors. And these colors will be with us for 2 whole years starting in May. So I really want to show them off. And there's one brand new tool that's been recently released for the May catalog that I want to unbox and show you. And at the end of the video, I'll add a little demonstration of how it works. Very excited about this. So let's get started. I'm going to just open this box. Oh, I can't wait to see this in person. All right, there is the brand new calendar. So Stampin' Up! Have changed how they're doing catalogs. Sorry, catalog, not calendar. We've changed how we're doing catalogs. Instead of one annual catalog, several mini catalogs, and several celebration things, we are doing just 3 catalogs a year, May to August, and then twice more over the 12 months. And instead of the Stampin' Rewards, we now have rewards on everything that you buy. And, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm so excited. I'm not allowed to show you the inside of this yet, but I can show you the outside. It's beautifully organized this year. If you want a copy, the digital copy will be available in May at drunkdogcreative.com. If you want a hard copy, send me a message and I'll organize that for you. If you go to the blog, you can fill in the contact sheet and request a catalog. So let's get to the products. Here's some of the brand new colors. I'm going to grab the stamp pads first. There should be one more. All right, in no particular order, here's the new colors. Golden Glow, Crisp Cantaloupe, Hydrangea Hue, Barely Blush, and Peaceful Pine. Now, for my Australian and New Zealand followers, you're probably asking what they mean by cantaloupe. That's what we call rock melon. So that's what we call rock melon in Australia and New Zealand. In America, it's called cantaloupe. These pads are different to what we've previously had. They're a new style of pad, and this probably comes from close to my heart, merging into Stampin' Up, or I don't know what the legal term for that is. But instead of the flip that you have to open and push back, these are magnetic. So it's very easy to take the lid off. The lid also sticks together sideways, and they stick together that way, and you just put it on, and it sticks to it, and you don't have to worry about, did I close it all the way? Is it airtight? Is my ink gonna dry out? Because it just closes. And when they're not wrapped in plastic, here, I'll do another one, they stick together as well. So easy to stack and store. Just take what you need. So those are the new colors for this year, and that's the new stamp pad. Now, these stamp pads right now, the magnetic ones, are only for these in colors. I assume eventually they're going to replace the existing ones with these, but I think that'll be a very gradual process. I certainly won't replace my existing stamp pads until they've completely run out of ink. And it's been about 4 years now I've been doing this, and my original stamp pads still haven't needed re-inking yet. So they last a long time. So new magnetic stamp pads in the new colors. I also picked this up. This is the In Color Butterflies. They are adhesive butterflies in all 5 of the in colors, plus a kind of clear white. I love butterflies, so I figured why not. Going on with the theme of in color, I also bought the matching Stampin' Blend markers that go with them. So this is what I love about Stampin' Up! Is that all of the colors coordinate. So inks, papers, embellishments, markers, they all coordinate. So there's the Stampin' Blend, which are the alcohol markers in the same 5 colors as the in colors. I am so sorry about the dogs. Okay, I'll get to those in a minute. And of course, if you're going to get the in colors, you might as well get the papers that match. Now here's a tip. I do love the in colors. I get them each year, but I never know which one am I going to use the most of. Like, is there some that I'm only going to use a little bit? Is there some I'm going to use all the time? So the first thing I do is buy 2 packs of the assortment where, oh, I didn't do that enough, where every color is included in 1 pack. And I buy 2 so that I have enough to play with. So this is 20 pages, which means 4 of each of the 5 colors. Sorry, let me just get this off so I can show off the paper. I start with this, and then I know which colors I gravitate to more, and those are the ones I buy in the single packs. So let me make sure I get these names right, because I'm still learning them. This one is Barely Blush. This will be the Crisp Cantaloupe, or what I want to call it is Rock Melon. This one is the Golden Glow, and Hydrangea Hue, and Peaceful Pine. How good is that going to be at Christmas? All right, so those are the papers, and as I said, I buy 2 packs, and then I work out which I'm going to use more, which I'm going to use less, and I replace them with single packs of the same color. Now, let's talk about some new products. This is an interesting one that's just come out. These are the white gel pens. Now, we haven't had these before. Of course, I've bought white gel pens from, the stationery store and others, and they're hit or miss how good they work, mostly miss. So I'm hoping because they're Stampin' Up, they'll be good. And now that they're out of the box, I will use them and I will let you know. But here are the products that I bought from the new catalog. Now I will put another order in a couple weeks to pre-order some stuff. And I'll show off those when they come, but I just wanted to buy the in colors to start with because we're all on a budget, and a couple products to show off this new thing. What is this? It is a flexible black kind of rubbery silicone paper, but what it is an impressions plate. And as you can see here, you layer it with your plates in your Stampin' die cutting machine. Why would you do that? Because Stampin' Up have now brought out a limited set. They're going to have them all the time, but they've just brought out a couple of suites and a couple of bundles to start with that have dies in them that cut and emboss at the same time. But to do that, you have to use this impressions plate. So what are those dies? Well, I bought one of the bundles because if you buy the stamp and the die as a bundle, it's like 10% off buying them separately. We can never have too many sentiments. So this is Phrases and Frames, and it has a bunch of frames for all sorts of different things, for sympathy, for anniversary, just birthday wishes, just thinking of you, have a fabulous day, sending hugs, really lovely. But the dies that come with it are these dies. And they cut out the frame and the inside, but these are the ones that will also emboss at the same time. So let me take this out. Now, as you know, I always take them off this cardboard and put them on a magnet sheet that I put back in that bundle. But have a look at how absolutely beautiful these dies are. They are just so detailed and intricate. And the idea is, you use it with this pad stacked, and what happens is this die will cut a plain piece out of the middle that you can use for anything, and then it'll cut the frame, but it'll also emboss all this detail. And at the end of this video, I am going to run these through my machine and show you how that works for all 4 of these dies. I couldn't resist this. There are others. There's another set that's floral that does the same thing. It makes flowers that are both cut and embossed with a stamp set that matches it. So that's the Phrases and Frames dies and the Phrases and Frames stamp set, which I might as well get out and show you. So those are the stamps. in that way. So again, we've gone all photopolymer now. And what I usually do is either leave it on this acetate or cut a bigger piece. And then once I keep those inside that, and once these are on a magnet, I put the magnet and I put it all in the one folder, and then I have a spare folder to use for something else. But you can keep them separate if you want. You do whatever you want, but they're really beautiful. I have some other videos that show some tips for how to season those. That's worth a look. I'll try to remember to put the link in the description. All right, so putting those away. So the new impressions plate to go in your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. When you cut the die, it also embosses it with texture. That's the opening, that's the short unboxing of just the few things I had to grab to show off the new catalog. But here you go with the all new in colors for 26 to 28. They're still wrapped, so they're not, anyway, so I'll quit fooling around. There's the new in colors with matching markers. Now, one more thing I'll tell you, I haven't ordered them yet because they're not available yet, but they're going to be available soon. Another brand new product that goes with the in color are sparkly pens. So if you've ever used Wink of Stella, it's similar to that. It's a pen that is in each of the in colors, but it also has a sparkle to it. And I cannot wait to get my hands on those. That is going to be so cool. We're also bringing out at Stampin' Up! A new black hybrid ink pad. So instead of having to remember whether to use Memento or Stays On, depending on whether you're coloring with watercolor or alcohol markers, it's one ink pad that works for coloring in with watercolor, with alcohol markers, with watercolor pencil, with pencils, with pastels, whatever. One black ink pad that is safe for all other mediums you use it with. And that'll be available by the time the new catalog releases. So the May to August catalog is here. As soon as I'm allowed to release this, I'll put a digital copy on drunkdogcreative.com for you to download. Or if you want the paper copy, go ahead and fill in the form on drunkdogcreative.com and let me know you want one, and I'll add you to the mailing list. All right, have an awesome week. Happy Easter, which is coming up, and thanks for watching the unboxing. Now hang on for a minute and I'll come back with how those dies and impressions work. So just give me a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I said I'd be back, and I've taken a couple of these plates and used the impressions pad, and this is what I've come up with. So that's the center that gets cut out with a nice beveled edge, so you can use that on another project. That's how this frame here turns out, and this is how this little one turns out. I did have like a scrap little piece that I hadn't cleaned off that was stuck to the plate under it, so it did emboss that as well. So make sure you have cleaned off all the bits and pieces. But isn't that just beautiful how that works? Now with these, you have to die cut it first and then put it through to emboss it. So you need to use some washi tape or mint tape to hold it in place and not move the die off the paper until after you've done the second pass with the impressing plate. So that's how that works. Fabulous. I can see so many uses for this, for scrapbooking and for card making. Now the other thing I said I'd try was the white gel pen. So here it is. Let's see how this works. Any of you of my generation who learned to type know this sentence well, except I left a word out. So that sentence gives you every letter in the English alphabet. So it works pretty well considering I just opened it. It probably needs some time to feed the ink down so it's a little less blotchy. We'll see how that looks when it's dried. But that's certainly a stronger white than I've gotten from some of the other white gel pens I've bought. So there you go, the white gel pens and the Stampin' Cut and Emboss dies in the catalog. The dies that do the embossing and the cutting are identified as such, so they're easy to find. Can't wait till May till you can get your hands on this yourself. I'm so excited. So I'll have some other previews coming soon, but keep an eye out for 1 month from now in May when you will have access to everything in the catalog. And believe me, there are some beautiful things. Happy inking, everyone. Have a great Easter holiday and God bless.